like your style.
Hi guys, I'm back. It has been a crazy ride, and right before we left, we both ended up getting COVID, and oh my gosh, I was knocked down hard, and it took about a good 3 weeks to start feeling better. Actually, the whole trip down here, I just felt horrible and I was crying. I was like, am I ever gonna feel better? But finally I'm feeling better. So I just wanted to update you guys on everything that's going on. Ooh. I just finished crying my eyes out. My apartment's empty. That's not why I was crying. My boyfriend and I have literally been tested so much at the end of this move. It's insane. From things like my landlord completely ghosting me and not returning the last of my security deposit, to the movers coming and they broke my my big work desk, and then had the nerve to say that because it was particle board and not real wood that it wasn't covered. So I about lost my mind on that one, but I'm still not giving up because that's $1,000 desk. And they only moved it 5 feet and it broke. And it broke because it was wrapped so tight and they tipped it on the side and the board on the side just snapped. Then we get to the end of the move, which took, I think it was 4 hours, with 3 guys in here just loading, wrapping. And you know that noise of tape, the packing tape? I literally was listening to that for like 4 hours. Like, I'm not even gonna do it because it's just obnoxious. So we get to the end and the guy says, well, first of all, I knew that I had more stuff than I had initially thought, and I completely expected to have to pay more. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is this gonna be double? And he's like, oh, no way, no, it's not gonna be double. So my initial quote was $3,000. And so I'm thinking, okay, worst case, it's gonna be $5,000 for the move from Connecticut to Florida. Well, at the end, we get a bill of almost $7,000. Then my poor boyfriend, he's closing down his business of 30 years. He had so many people literally shook his hand, ready to do the deal. They backed out at the last minute, including the guy who shook his hand last night, talked to the landlord, said everything was ready. My boyfriend calls him today, heads over there to the shop to wrap everything up, and the guy ghosts him. So my boyfriend called me, or I called him, and I'm like, look, I'm getting worried. It's 4 o'clock. You've got to sleep because we've got to drive. He's got to come here, sleep on the air mattress for a few hours, and then we're going to close up the air mattress and we're going to hop in the car and start driving. So I'm like, what happened? And he's like, guy ghosted me, never showed up. And I just start crying. I'm like, I was praying. I was literally here praying for him. I'm like, please, just let him be able to walk away from this stress and we can start our new life together. Like, I could not have prayed any harder for this to happen for him, just for him to get rid of that stress. Now, we have to go all the way to Florida. He has to deal with people over FaceTime, over the phone, to close down his business in Connecticut while we're in Florida, and he's got to be flying back and forth. And who knows if he even flies here to get a deal done and somebody backs out again. And that's why I broke down crying. It's like, we are, for some reason, at the very end of this move, being so deeply tested on people that are just not trustworthy. They're liars. It's just so hard. It's hard. And I think that's one of the hardest things for me to deal with are just not good people that don't stand by their word, that aren't honest, that aren't trustworthy, because in my heart and who I am as a person, I am so honest and so trustworthy. So when I get betrayed by people or see someone I love get betrayed, ooh, it hurts deep. It hurts my heart and my soul. So for some reason, we are greatly being tested with these challenges right before we leave. And I always look at everything like there's something we're supposed to be learning from this. I am very introspective and I look within to figure out what the lessons are. Not saying that I don't lose it, that I don't get mad, that I don't break down crying, because I do. I just did. It was a rough day. So I will pick this back up when we are on our way, and we are so close. We're so close, you guys. Guess what, you guys? My boyfriend just got home, and the people that were supposed to buy his business never checked their phone. They have the check in hand. The prayers worked. And he's heading back to work right now to wrap everything up. It definitely threw our plans off. He's not gonna get as much sleep, but so happy, you guys, so happy. I also wanted to let you know, most of you know that I had COVID while we were going through this move, and so did my boyfriend. He healed really quick. He still has a tiny bit of like little stuffiness, but today is day 14 for me. It's been 2 weeks, and my mom called it a COVID hangover, and that's literally what it feels like I have. Like, especially I wake up in the morning and I've just got that pressure, like it feels like in my sinuses and my head, and it's just like a thick, disgusting mucus, like clogging my head. I still have a headache. I'm still completely exhausted. Like, I do anything and I'm drained and just no energy. So you guys know, like when you don't feel good and you're trying to deal with a stressful situation, it makes everything so much worse when you don't feel good. I am so exhausted right now. All I want to do is go to sleep. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because we do have to, in a few hours, get up and finish putting the last few things in the car and head out on the road. But I just had to tell you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye, Connecticut.
Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call, and I close my eyes to see even clearer. I see it all. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing.
We made it. It is 4:30 on Wednesday. Look at this car, you guys. It is literally packed to the ceiling. And I also wanted to show you what I was sitting on the whole entire way. I was sitting on this 4-inch memory foam that I put on the whole entire seat. So the whole thing was full of memory foam, and I reclined. Otherwise, my back never would have made it for like a 2-day drive, but it worked great. We are finally here. My boyfriend is just picking up his car. We are going to our storage unit in Florida and getting a blow-up mattress. We're gonna have to buy another blow-up mattress because our Florida furniture is not getting delivered until tomorrow. And then who knows when our Connecticut stuff will get here. But yeah, we're almost there. I'm sitting out in the lanai right now by the pool, and we just love it here so much. We've been working so hard on the house, but let me back up to how we got here. We have both always wanted to live in Florida, and we finally just said, let's do it. So it's been a long, hard road. It's not like it all just happened really easily. We hit a lot of road bumps on the way. The mortgage process, because both of us are self-employed and we're obviously both on the mortgage, that was like a long and tedious process and very frustrating as far as making the decision to move away from my family was really hard, but I'm FaceTiming with my kids constantly and my grandkids, and they're already booking tickets to come out here and hang out. And that was part of why we ended up getting like a guest area or a guest wing of the house with 3 extra bedrooms and a bathroom over there. That is really just set aside for our family and friends. And that just made me feel so much better. Like, you've got to do what fills your soul. You have to do, the warm weather makes me feel alive, and it makes me feel happy, and it makes me feel more inspired. So I knew it was something that was really important to me to live in a warm climate, and both my boyfriend and I love Florida. So we moved from Connecticut to Florida, and I don't know if you guys have ever done a long distance move before, but it is nothing like just moving. Like, I have moved so many times in my life, I can't even count. But as far as a long distance move, it was horrible. It was horrible. Half my stuff got broken. It was a really not a good experience. So if I could give you guys any advice about a long distance move, like if you're moving many states away and you have to go on like a big 18-wheeler where they pack your stuff in with other stuff and it gets moved from truck to truck, I would say bring as little as possible. I already consolidated most of my stuff and got rid of a lot of my stuff before we came here, but I wish that I had even gotten rid of more and brought as little as possible, just my personal belongings. So that is one tip as far as a long distance move. And otherwise everything went pretty smoothly getting here. We slept on a blow-up mattress the first day because we just so wanted to be in our own house. And before we moved here, let me back up again. We purchased this house sight unseen. We purchased this house through FaceTime alone. We used a Florida realtor, to sell my boyfriend's old Florida house that wasn't big enough for us to move into. So that's when my boyfriend and I decided to both get a mortgage together, both purchase a house together so we could get a nicer house, and that's what we ended up doing. So before we even moved here, we got all the floors redone, we got the countertops redone, the backsplash redone, and we just kept checking in through FaceTime, and having an amazing realtor definitely helps.
So if you guys are thinking about moving to the west coast of Florida, I can definitely give you the name of an incredible realtor. So what we did as far as our cars is my boyfriend drove up his car first and left it here. We left it at a friend's house, and then right before, and we packed it with as much stuff as we could. So that got a lot of our stuff down. And then on our final move, when we moved down here on, was it February 11th? So it's been a little over a month now. We packed up my car and we drove down here together. That was a long ride. But what we did is we drove 9 hours and then we stopped in Georgia? I don't remember. I will let you guys know here where we stopped, but it was a really nice place. And then the next morning we drove another 9 hours and we were here. So it's an 18-hour drive and we split it into two. My boyfriend has done it in one day before, but we didn't want to push it, especially since we were both recovering. So that's another tip, is load up your cars, drive your cars down, because you may even be able to do that without hiring a moving truck, because it's ridiculous. I mean, maybe I would have done like some kind of a U-Haul on the back of the cars or something, but honestly, if I could ever avoid having to hire a long distance mover again, I would never do it again. I would never recommend it. I was promised the world by these movers before we came down here, and everything crashed and burned, and a lot of my stuff got destroyed and broken. Keep that in mind if you are doing a long distance move. So once we got here, at least all the really big things were already done, but what we needed to do is completely paint the house, which my boyfriend did all the painting, which was amazing. I tried to do everything that would not destroy my back in the process, so I was doing things like painting all of the kitchen cabinets and the bathroom cabinets and things where I could more like sit down and move my body, but not have to do so much stretching for the big painting. So I'm going to be posting videos of every single room for you guys. Like, I will show you everything. We're so happy with how it's turning out. It's still not completely done, but we were in such a rush to get it done because my boyfriend's mom and sister were on their way, and they've been here for 2 days now. And it made me feel so good because they, as I was showing them things, you could see in their face, they were like, wow, wow, wow. And then my boyfriend's sister came out and said, do you know your shower is literally like a 5-star hotel shower? And I'm like, oh, I'm so happy, because when I first saw that bathroom, I was like, oh my gosh, like, where do I even start? Basically, it just needed to be completely redone. So I was like banging things off the wall, and I'm like, I just want to gut it and start from scratch. We did not replace like tile, like the tile shower or anything, but what I did do is replace all of the faucets, all the spouts, all the drains, like everything, to make sure that everything was working good. And I did like black, what do you call that? I did like black doorknobs, black handles, black hinges, black everything against the white, and it just really popped. So I would say the vibe of our house is modern coastal. So we love the modern vibe, but adding in like this type of coastal type of style in with the modern pieces and colors. So I will be showing you guys that very soon, like every single room that we redid. Then we are going to start working on the garage. Garage is a hot mess. And we're going to start working out here on the pool area. That's why I'm not showing you guys, because this is going to be one of the reveals when it's done. The pool area, this is a screened-in lanai out here, and we're going to be working on the outside of the house. We want to like completely redo and like paint the house. So if you guys are into like seeing how we are transforming our house, you're definitely going to like the upcoming content on this YouTube channel, because this is basically my life right now. So I'm really trying to incorporate what I'm going through in my real life and sharing it with you guys. If you like home design and organization. Like, I'm an organization freak. I've already torn apart my closets and like rebuilt them myself. Just very simple. I'll show you that too. So yeah, it's been crazy just working morning till night. And I know I'm so sorry, you guys, that I just disappeared for a month, but I had to. Like, I had to really focus on resetting my head, healing from COVID, getting the house done, and we're finally at a point now where I can start filming again and posting videos for you guys. So other than that, we're just loving life right now, and I just want to inspire you guys where I'm 53 years old and I made this move, and all of my family is home. My grandkids are home, my kids are there. So I've known all my life that I wanted to live in Florida, but I felt like I could never do it because I'm like, I will never leave my family. And in my head, I was thinking of it like leaving my family. I'm not leaving them. I'm creating a whole new world for them where now we talk more. We FaceTime all the time. They're gonna come and visit, and we're making actual spans of quality time together when my kids come to visit. I remember my grandmother and grandfather lived in Florida, and those are the biggest memories of my childhood, that I remember coming to Florida and how much I loved it. And those times with my grandparents really, really stood out because you had to get on a plane, you had to travel there. It was like so exciting, and we're making the most of it, and I don't feel that homesick feeling. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I left my family and I left my kids. No, I don't feel like that at all. I feel like now we purposely take that time to talk and to FaceTime and to make trips back and forth to see each other and make them special and really, really make it quality time. So same thing with friends. Like, we're just, our close friends, we're inviting them over, and we're gonna like have them come and stay and make that quality time with people that we really care about and that we want in our lives. And just, it's not about like how much time you spend with people. It's about making those quality moments with the people that you love and care about, and we're making it work. The next video that I'm going to be posting, so hopefully I'm getting this posted on Wednesday. That is my goal. My next video, next Wednesday, I'm gonna be posting every Wednesday for you guys. Next Wednesday is going to be the 3 guest rooms reveal. They are pretty much almost done. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I designed in all 3 guest rooms next week. And after that, I'm not sure, maybe the guest bathroom. But definitely, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more videos. Don't forget to click that little bell so you get notified of all of my videos. I know that some of you have said, how come I never see your videos anymore? Like, they're not popping up. Click that bell to get notified every time that I post a video so you don't miss any, or check back every Wednesday to watch the new videos. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you are all doing amazing. If you're living in a cold climate, I am sending you some sunshine and this beautiful fresh air and warm weather. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.